Hello everyone, my name is Zoitro and today I'm going to be talking about Biology Chapter 2 Cells and Tissues of Class 9 to 10. So, first of all, what is a cell? A cell is the structural and functional unit of life. Every living organism is made up of cells. Just like a building is made out of bricks, living bodies are made out of cells. A cell can perform all the basic activities of life, including nutrition, respiration, excretion, growth, and reproduction. Some organisms, such as bacteria, consist of a single cell, while humans consist of like trillions of cells. So, who discovered the cell? In 1665, Robert Hooke discovered a thin slice of cork under a microscope. He noticed many tiny box like compartments and named them cells. So later, scientists discovered that living cells contain many structures and perform various life processes. So, what are the main parts of a cell? A typical cell has three main parts: cell membrane, cytoplasm, and a nucleus. The cell membrane protects the cell and controls entry and exit of like substances. The cytoplasm contains organelles, and the nucleus controls all activity in the cell and stores hereditary information. So, why is the nucleus called the brain of the cell? The nucleus controls almost every activity of the cell, which is why it's called the brain of the cell. And like it regulates growth, metabolism, reproduction, and protein production. It contains chromosomes and genes that carry hereditary information from parents to offspring. Without a nucleus, most cells cannot survive for long. So, there's a thing called chromosomes and genes and nucleuses. So, what are they? Chromosomes are thread like structures found inside of the nucleus, and genes are tiny units located on chromosomes. Genes determine inherited characteristics such as eye color, hair type, blood group, and many other traits. They carry genetic information from one generation to another. So, what are cell organelles? Cell organelles are specialized structures that perform specific functions inside of the cell. Important organelles include mitochondria, ribosomes, Golgi body or Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, vacuoles, and plastids. Each organelle has a different job that keeps like helping the cell to stay alive. There's an organelle called the mitochondria. So what is it? Mitochondria is an organelle that produces energy through cellular respiration. This energy is stored in the form of ATP. So, yeah, and every activity of the cell requires energy, so mitochondria are often called the powerhouse of the cell. Cells that need lots of energy usually contain many mitochondria. So, there's two things which are in like cells, and those are like plant cells and animal cells. Oh, there are some differences between a plant cell and an animal cell. So I'm going to be talking about that. So, plant cells contain cell wall, chloroplast, and a large foci, and while animal cells lack a cell wall and a chloroplast. Plant cells are usually rectangular, while animal cells are often irregular or rounded. The cell wall provides support, and chloroplast helps the plant to make food through photosynthesis. And photosynthesis is a thing that plants do to make their own food. So now I'm going to be talking about tissues. So what is a tissue? A tissue is a group of similar cells working together to perform a specific function. In multicellular organisms, cells join together to form tissues. Tissues increase efficiency because different groups of cells perform specialized tasks. So there are different types of plant tissues. So yeah, plant tissues are mainly divided into meristematic tissue. These tissues actively divide and help plants grow. Example can be apical meristem and lateral meristem, and then there's permanent tissue. These tissues lose the ability to divide and perform specific functions. Example, parenchyma or collenchyma or sclerenchyma. So yeah, what are the four types of like animal tissues? There are four major types, which are like epithelial tissue, covers body surfaces and protects organs. Then there's connective tissue, connects and supports body parts. Then there's muscular tissue, responsible for movement. And then there's nervous tissue, transits impulses through the body. Together, these tissues form organ and organ systems. So yeah, there's also a tissue type called like a blood tissue. So what is that? So blood is a specialized connective tissue. It transports oxygen, nutrients, hormones, and waste products throughout the body. Blood consists of plasma and blood cells. The three major blood cells are red blood cells or RBC, white blood cells or WBC, and then there's the another one which is called platelets. So yeah, this is a really important thing to know. Yeah. So red blood cells or RBC. So they contain hemoglobin, which gives blood its red color and transports oxygen from the lungs to body tissues. It's produced in a bone marrow, and a decrease in RBC count can lead to anemia. So, and then there's like white blood cells or WBC. White blood cells defend the body against disease causing organisms. They destroy bacteria, viruses, other harmful substances. They play a major role in the immune system, and when infections occur, like WBC, numbers often increase. Then there's platelets, which help blood clot during injuries. When a blood vessel is damaged, platelets like gather at the side and form a clot. These like prevent excessive blood loss. And without platelets, even small cuts could become like very dangerous. So yeah, like yeah, that's it. I talked about our second chapter, cells and tissues, and like yeah, I talked about basically everything talked in the chapter. So yeah, thank you for listening to me, and yeah, that's all for today.